everyone, I'm Oracle Unicorn and welcome to Shaman Messages. My hair is okay, yeah. So I am looking for something to play in the background because it keeps me focused. So, that looked good. Alright, I can't let too long of it go. Then YouTube won't be happy with me. I should have done this beforehand. Alright, I hope y'all are having a better weekend. I hope your Valentine's Lupercanon Day was Lupercan. I still am trying to figure out how to pronounce that. I keep reading it and I'm like, Lupercana. I was just like, I don't know. I will figure it out eventually, but I thought it was really cool. I did dancing videos on my, this is kind of loud. I did dancing videos on my YouTube for like a celebration type of thing for it. And so, yeah, it was pretty awesome. Oh, that sounds peaceful. Oh, man. Okay, that sounds so much better. But then it's very high pitched. That's the part I have it. Oh, this one's so cool. And it has like a glowing stag, like glowing stag. That's freaking beautiful. I love it when I run into videos like this. It's their beginning. It's like personal power. That's awesome. Personal power. Oh, man. Okay, I won't like it. And then it has northern lights going on in the background. That's awesome. It's so hard to see when I try to put it up on the camera. So it's like, I don't even want to try. That sounds nice. All right. It doesn't sound too high of pitch either. I've noticed that. I've like vaguely watched some of my videos because I do self-harsh criticism on myself. So I really don't rewatch my videos at all. Unless my dancing ones. I actually broke down and watched one of my dancing ones because of some of the things some people were saying. And I'm like, what? And I watched it and I was like, okay, now I get where you're coming from. So yeah, it's like it's totally different watching something you're doing like third person. It's like, oh, like some of it I was like, holy cow, I didn't know I was doing that. I was just like, wow, I timed that pretty well. Like it was like really cool. I enjoyed it. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. So I still have, so I'm going through some rough issues. So I still have Pisces, Aries, and Taurus to do. And those will definitely be coming up. Just today, I was like, all right, I'm going to get a collective done. And if I get interrupted, I apologize because there's no school today. So my son he got to have my old phone, so he's happy with my phone. I'm playing on. I got him his own YouTube, got him his own. Oh, I got him in kids messenger so that he can talk to his sisters, he can talk to his dad, he can talk to beach grandma, he can message me. It's perfect. I love it. It's great. So I don't have to have service. All I just have to do is make sure he has a phone and he has to deal with being on Wi-Fi. I did for 3 years. He can do it. You know, it's like, you're a kid. You're good. I didn't have a phone till I was like 17 years old, you know. Oh, man. You know, I really appreciate y'all. I really appreciate this being a thing. Because I feel good. I feel like I'm on my sense of purpose. Like I am accomplishing something in my life. I really appreciate this whole thing so gratefully. And I feel like there's certain little things, like the little things count above all the huge messes and chaos that can happen. The little things can make the biggest difference. And I feel that's exactly what's happening for the collective is there's like this huge storm that comes through and then it's like you really start reflecting on the littler things to help you get through the storm, you know? You really start opening your heart to the baby steps in like your daily life, you know? And find something to be appreciated of just to make your journey that much easier. And, you know, reassure yourself, definitely reassure yourself that you're on the right path. You're on the right track. It's tough. It's tough right now. But we're going to make it over this. We're going to make it around this. We're going to make it through this. And it's going to allow itself to come into a flowering of the best situation it could possibly have its flow, and your support of everything, your heart, and those that are behind you, pushing the support, the energy of the support. I mean, it's nothing to easily, in a way, project an energy towards something. And some people have a hard time believing it's doing anything. But in a vibrational understanding, it's doing everything, and it makes that whole understanding in the cycles of the function of manifesting, or, a law of attraction type of thing, more, allowing of the brain to be like, okay, yeah, that totally does work, and show itself in its own scientific understanding and form of real reality and reality to it, with the energy and power within the belief structure and steps and action you take for yourself. All right, is that it for channeling? Yes, we're in a channeling going on. So yeah. Anything else? I think that's good. All right, we're gonna get into the cards now. All right. Great Wall. Okay, so that's quite interesting. I brought out, I don't know, there may be a few of you that remember this, but when I first moved in with my mom, I didn't have all my stuff, so I didn't have my cards or anything. Oh man, I was a wreck without it too. But I found board games and games that were made of cards. I had Uno deck. I had this deck, which was, I can't even remember, I know thing. So I brought these cards back out because I really thought they pulled or showed some interesting energy. And so here I see this at the back of this one is the Great Wall. So there's something about this energy. And then we have Kellogg's behind that. We have cereal. That must be some of y'all's favorite time to eat is breakfast. You love breakfast cereal. I know. Breakfast cereal, breakfast food. That's what I feel with that. Not that it's necessarily, some of you, maybe it's you love cereal, but some of you, I feel like it's breakfast food in general. And then there's just this, maybe there's this energy for some of you that this huge block, this huge wall of something and trying to get a specific direction is crumbling down. There is this fearful anticipation energy right here, and stay optimistic, okay? In the now. So just for that to kind of take my attention. Collective. Oh yeah, I had Uno cards, the collective, because I didn't have collective going on around this time. I was doing it on my Facebook page. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I was pretty sure I was doing it on my Facebook page. Oracle Unicorn. And it was so funny. I had Scrabble letters. I had this I Know game. I had Uno cards. Dude, it was weird. What I was pulling out of game board cards, it was odd. It was really odd. I had people coming to me like, dude, you were dead on. And you just you had freaking Uno in front of you. And it is so hard sometimes to literally play an Uno game. To play any kind of card game with, as a regular card game with people. It's so hard. I have I have all of it going through my head of all the messages that it could possibly be as I'm going through the game. And I'm just like, all right, just stop. You're not doing a reading. Like, and it just naturally just goes. And I'm like, some of these energies I should not know. I was like, I mean, because it's like the hand your family has, their energy is being pumped through that hand. You know what cycle of energy they're going through as they play that. So it could be very dangerous being a card reader and playing freaking card games with people. It's very weird. Oh, it is so weird. And so we have courage and strength and perception. Why is it not even... This phone is so weird. My other phone was so adamant about me getting my notifications. Like, adamant. I don't care if I had certain things turned off. It was up there. This phone, I don't even get it. It's like, no, you have nothing. No, you have nothing. Like, I have to push on my Facebook just to see if I have any notifications. Usually it has a number up there. And I have that stuff turned on. Like, you have to go in settings to turn that stuff off, you know? I have that stuff turned on. And it's like, no number. And I'm like, oh, well, I know there's something up there. I was like, I gotta hit it. All right. So I feel this energy of coming out of sorrow because I feel it out of my energy. I feel this shift coming out. I feel like, you know, it's so weird because, you know, when I don't do readings and I know I'm in, you know, my healing stage of something, you know, something's being triggered in me. So I don't do readings because it's not good. And I've done that before and just push myself, hey, you'll be fine. It'll be all right. No, no, don't do that. I start saying things like, I mean it, tell the truth, but it's not nice. It's not nice at all. It's like, but I have a hard time holding that back because then it just puts pressure on me. And so I'm just like, is it over now? Can I just get this out of my system and move forward? Like, are we good? Sometimes I know I sound so scattered. I really can. But I feel for those of you that like that are totally in like sync with the whole vision of everything that, you know, especially card readers, because they totally get it. I know I've watched some card readers and have them go through kind of self-awareness type things in the middle of their card reading, and I'm like, yep, I know that. I know what that's like. And you're just like, I'm sorry. And it's just like, yep, I know what that's like too. And then I did notice some card readers that do the same thing I do. They tend to talk in the middle of the reading. But then I was like, I became one of those and I was like, skip through it, you know, in the replay. And I was like, as I did that, I was like, well, I'm very thankful for that. I'm very thankful for the fact that I did that because you know what? That actually makes me more comfortable to go ahead and talk because those that don't want to listen to me talk, you'll skip through it. If you want to listen to the reading, you'll skip through it. I've done it with one other person. Oh my gosh. And it was rough because I know I do the whole like, oh man, this energy is amazing. But okay, this person, let me tell you, they sat and they were like, okay, this. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. And then you like for literally, I think I've timed it 3 minutes. I didn't know the card for 3 minutes. I was like, what's the card? I understand being excited and like allowing that excitation to be there. And then that started to make me second think myself. And I'm just like, all right, I know I don't do it that long, but I know I do that. Because, you know, yeah, it's like, what? because you gotta allow to digest this energy too. And then it's like, okay, come into alignment and then lay it out. Channel the layout. Yep. Channeling the layout. And this is my second cup of coffee, so I am pretty wired. All right, collective. We're still in this shift of energy within the truth within oneself. That's interesting because I'm definitely going through that type of energy too. Going through a lot of self-awareness type thing, which is a lot of reason why I do express experiences that I go through, because it lies in with the message usually. And there's usually for some reason why I even express certain experiences, and no matter how long it takes. That's exactly why my videos end up to like an hour, but I do the best that I can to lay out as much information as I most possibly can within that hour. And it was weird because I literally appreciated my work even more watching one of these videos, because they had an hour video. And I was down for that, that's why I clicked on it. It was like, oh, an hour reading. I wonder how much information's in this, for real, how in depth it goes. Because I know for me, it goes, man, I'll end up with freaking over 100 cards on my table. They literally only have 15 cards. And sometimes that's good, especially when you're pulling a lot of information out. But it was a little bit different, it was like a little bit of information and then a lot of talking, a little bit of information and then a lot of talking, and then going back to this little bit of information and then this little bit of information. And so that made it rough. And I was like, okay, so I see a lot of this. And that's what's with this perception, and it's helping you within your own illusion within yourself. Like the illusion here, and the reason why I'm expressing this is because I had this illusion that I wasn't giving enough in my readings, because this person has over 2 point something K subscribers, and I go through them to try to figure out how can I be a better YouTuber to be able to get more subscribers. There is something I am doing wrong. I do not understand, or I'm blocked or something, because holy cow, this is this illusion that I'm talking about, in this great wall. I'm like, okay, well, I have this in my videos, I have this in my videos, I have this. I do have hashtags. Yeah, I don't have it in the tag area, but it still works in the title, and I don't want to do more work than I have to, so why even? And they don't give you an area while you're live to be able to do tags. And I was just like, I'm not going to go back every video, every day, just to put hashtags. I'm going to put it in the title and we straight, So and it works. It turns them blue. That's what you're wanting. So I did that part, and I have the description. I have everything there. I feel like I'm missing something. That's the weird part, And that's this thing. That's where I feel this energy of this great wall is coming from. But I feel this is being torn down. See how I come back to full conclusions, come back full circle. Okay, exactly. And this is my point. I know I do all of this. And I'm not trying to say I'm better than other readers, but I feel personally, in my opinion, I have a lot more to offer. So why am I still stuck at so low, but they have a lot? And personally, I found it a little bit hard to get through that hour. And I know there's people that have a hard time to get through possibly even my hours, but at the same time, I am speaking very fast, putting a lot of information out there, and you can rewind. And so I like the fact that I speak so much information so fast, because you can rewind, and I know it still folds out, because if it folds out right in my head and I can hear it as I replay it, because I used to be called Echo when I was younger because of constantly replaying. And I was like, if I can hear it and understand it, because I know I've had to repeat myself and reword things, then I know it's laid out right on the video. So that's what's dumbfounding me. And I feel like that's a energy, a collective energy, to be truthfully honest, because of also having within, the answers are within, and this unconditional love, this coming into this hero-like state within yourself, having the strength and courage and tendency within yourself. And also I feel there's some sort of lack of forgiveness somewhere. Lack of forgiveness in the self, or lack of forgiveness someone in your environment or someone that you're dealing with. Because this Lady of Sorrows card, or this letting go, maybe going through letting go and breaking down certain boundaries around someone's heart, they're coming into this and being able to forgive themselves, because this card have been in the readings for almost a month now, this lack of forgiveness card. But this is also letting go. This could be energies and areas of you are releasing and letting go in certain dynamics in your life. So I can see that. And with it saying, or just it being kind of coming out at me, was this, I mean, I know the game's called I Know, but this is like, I know. Like, I know. Like, yeah, you wouldn't even believe. Like, that's the energy I feel coming out of this. And you're doing really good. You're creating a lot of freedom within your soul that needed to kind of come into creation of perfected within yourself, seeing how these damaged areas are a perfection of yourself, and being able to purely love yourself, and being able to, you know, build more space, build more boundaries. So this could also, for some of you, be building up more boundaries to specific dangerous energies, or implanting seeds, you know. Let's see. I think that's it for that. See, I know when I'm done with a message. And see, this is one of the weirdest things that happened to me, okay? And this is this introspection. It's weird how this happens, this type of energies, especially experiences within myself, and acknowledgement and balance. So I feel like this actually really helps me put a lot of my life into introspection upon myself, you know, and acknowledgement upon myself. Just talking about the illusions and perceptions relating to my own work, and you know, so and the fact that I've been doing this for freaking years. But this is my path. So in a huge way, I feel as if I'm like breaking this wall down, but yet rebuilding it. Yeah. And there was something else I was going to say, and I lost it. So if it's meant to come out, it will come out. Let's see. This is number 8. So number 8s have recreation and being you. Being able to come down into free. Okay, yeah. See, that's what I'm feeling greatly. This feels heavily for a masculine or a feminine that is in her kind of healing masculine like power. Getting rid of excuses for other people, that when it comes to damaging your own boundaries, or crossing your own boundaries, or allowing them to kind of cause you pain, you know, you allowing them, you know. And this is that recreation in this. Even though you're giving excuses to them, it's like you are giving excuses to yourself for the lack of forgiveness. So this is recreating that, which is why I feel there's these walls being torn down and rebuilt, you know. This love and perception within yourself, remembering the purity of yourself, like the dreaming effect and the equilibrium between the two, from being a child in their own natural state, not being, you know, the happiest time you can remember before you were suppressed, your emotions were suppressed, before what you liked was told was wrong, you know, that you weren't good enough because you were this way. or that you're not doing things right because you're this way. That's being realigned and helping you to be able to allow yourself to be your true self the way you were before you reconditioned into a programming of following the road, following the right specific society way. Okay. And understanding that that's what happened to, that was the conditioning that was happened to your parents in a harsher way, because, you know, some things were allowed back then that literally gave a chain reaction of abuse down the line. It's not that it's really all their fault. Yeah, they kind of allowed their emotions to get one over on them, but haven't we all? And there's just had to be harsher because it was more suppressed energy. And as we've learned, the more we suppress our own emotional energy and our healing, the worse things get. And so we're seeing that. And I feel like that's where this loss of forgiveness is coming in, you know, and why it's being rooted, why this is being replayed over and over. You know, there's a lot of things that's replaying just to help us level up our understanding instead of making us feel shit. I didn't freaking learn this lesson. Now I'm going to go through this. No, it's leveling it up. Okay. If you did learn it the first time and then you're going through it again, and then you're like, okay, well, I learned it this time, I'm not going to go through it again. And then you go through it again and you're like, what am I doing wrong? What is this? Why can't I do this? Why can't I? Well, that's that other trigger, and that's that next level, because have faith in yourself, you know, see the change. You're not seeing the little change that's happening. It's different, but it's not as traumatic because you're following before steps because of the awareness, and not falling into the after steps because of fear, making decisions relating to being afraid whether or not, you know. It's not afraid of the decision, it's afraid of whether or not you're going to miss something in this area or miss something in this area, and not even listening to really what you feel about it towards the two directions and what maybe be healthier for your own heart, and listening to all other conditioning, excuses, and reasoning instead. The brain over the heart, you know. So wow, holy cow. Oh yeah, I did share a rough video. I went through some rough things over the weekend. And it was kind of like my opening for my second page. I actually had hidden. Y'all knew about it, but I said I had a second page hidden, and then it gave its own sense of reveal on my work page. Because I was very brokenhearted. And I was not going to sit there and allow it to stay quiet. Because that was the third time I was like, and it was eating at me. And I was like, well, if it's eating at me, then I'm supposed to be making a stand. And I wasn't as harsh. So I was very proud of myself. Kind of kept my composure the best I really can, because I did break down and cry, but not nearly as broken down and cry as hard as I did on Valentine's Day. And just in the mirror, just broke to pieces, just like feeling my heart shatter. And I'm just like, you know, and this was over my son. My whole emotional body was like shattering. And all I could, and it was just like, it was like I was screaming, but I could not. It's like I wouldn't let the vocal part out, but I was like, my soul was screaming, like just screaming at the top of its lungs. It was rough. I was just like, this is rough. And to a point, it was like, I wanted to show this. I wanted to go live on my YouTube. I wanted to show this pain. This is the pain you cause people. This is the trauma this causes people. And we're allowing it. And then we ask why we have suicides going up. And then we ask why we have people choosing the streets. I've done it. I chose the streets over society because of how harsh society is. And you know what? We got, look at this. We have reassessment, scattered mind, upside down. Jokester energy right here, upside down. Like, when it's society playing with your freaking life, and not just society as in the people. I understand when it comes to the pressure of the people and what's going on because of government society, government structural society. You're pushing your people into so much pressure. You're destroying them to the point to where no one's going to want to work. No one's going to want to go to work. No one's going to want to deal with that. No one's going to no. Good luck. Like, I didn't want to. Screw your company. Like, I'm seeing more and more and more tents on sidewalks in downtown Jacksonville because of this. I mean, and this is surrendering and trusting. So the more spiritual we get, the more of these people are going to be like, all right, I'll surrender. Here you go, universe. Please help us because we crashing. We crashing. You best have plan because we lost. And that's why the leaders are rising up. That's why the leaders, spiritual leaders, are breaking. That's why our spiritual leaders are snapping, because they need to feel and understand what these people are going through, how they're going through it, to be able to help and heal those snaps. It's hard to heal a snap. I snapped. It was pretty damn hard to heal me. I can only imagine trying to freaking understand someone else's trauma. You know, I mean, just trying to figure out your own, it's like a freaking labyrinth of a freaking maze. Maze runners. That's what it's like. Maze runners. Things coming out the freaking woodworks trying to kill you as you're going through this maze. And you're like, am I protected? Do I have an ally? Nope, I just got stabbed in the back. I'm like, yes. But we're learning him. We're learning these lessons through the art of love, with ourselves, the connection and energy with others, the art of love with others, and understandings with others, and understandings of the give and take, equal of any kind, equal mutual respect type of thing. You know, it doesn't matter if this person's freaking Christian, this person can be a Satanist. I'm sorry, we're just gonna have to learn how to unite and make this a happy place with compromises, because those are the two most diverse I can see. And even us as US with other countries, I can say the most diverse one, but I'm not even Israel, I'm guessing. I don't even know. Put away your differences. I don't know. Take religion out of the equation. Maybe we'll be able to work with something, get somewhere if we take religion out of the freaking equation. I mean, I don't even know. Why can't people just believe in what they want to believe? That's their reality. That's for them. As long as they're not trying to kill your dog, trying to kill your kids, trying to freaking take your kids, I think we're good. You know, like, why is there so much trafficking, people trafficking, kids trafficked? Like, why? What's the purpose of that? To have our whole world more traumatized? This doesn't make sense to me, you know? And that's what I feel is being spoken. And it's like, I feel like this energy right here, but at the same time, I know I'm not. I know I'm right on track with it all. But at the same time, it's like, but keep this on track. We can't be having it on a high horse. We can't be having it. We got to be like, we're eggshelling it here. And I was like, can't be eggshelling it either, you know. I'm tripping. But at the same time, I laugh about it too. Because I'm just like, I am actually extremely amused with myself, to be personally honest with the way I am and what I do and the things that I say. I'm just like, I just died. Too good. All right, so well, I need one more card. What about this? Here we go. We'll put this here because we have Call of the Fae coming. So that's called, I would say, the spirits of nature, the animals, call of all of them are being like, you're hearing us. All right, we're doing good on the self-awareness. Now let's do self-awareness with the earth. Maybe. Maybe we don't have to build so many buildings and killing our protective layer around the earth with so much in the grass. And we're on concrete and it's just hot. It's like, it's no wonder we're in a climate, or we're in a, like, global warming. That's what they call it. No wonder we're in a global warming because of all the asphalt we're putting on the ground. Like, I mean, that just resonates heat in both areas. Like, you're in the midst of dying here. You know, like, when you're outside, especially black asphalt, we went from white asphalt to black asphalt, okay? Like, who thought this was a good idea? I don't know, because as I was young, I know I was taught in the wintertime it's good to wear black because it sucks in the heat, you know? And you wear white to reflect the heat. Right. Okay. So we're going to pull more energy. Oh my goodness, we got the unicorn card. Lady of the Unicorns, with the art of love, lightheartedness, fun, and play, and magical connections. Lady of the Unicorns, belief in guardianship, the belief in the art of love, that it can literally surmount everything. And then I wrote Oracle Unicorn on the back because it's my deck. And then I wrote so mote it be. Like, belief, guardianship, magical connection, Lady of the Unicorns, so mote it be. Like, yeah. The maiden, endless possibilities. Like, I can't, in my wonderland here, we would have ladies like this. And even masculines, group of masculines within their own masculine group, and then a group of the goddesses, the ladies in their own ladies group, and then the combining, you know, the compromise of the two, being able to collaborate, you know, and then also going on their own kind of groups and coming together with certain things for the feminines and certain things for the masculines, and then come into a compromise with each other. I mean, you take religion out of that, you take the fact that this person's all the way from, I don't know, Germany or something. I don't know. A whole different country. And this one's from the US. This one's from China. This one's from Japan. And they're doing fine. Collaborating and talking. That's what we're all doing on Facebook. If we can do it on Facebook, how does it seem like it's impossible to do this in real life? Like, that's what dumbfounded me. Like, when I really thought about it, I was like, I'm talking to people from Germany. I'm talking to people from a few people I have talked to from Israel, from Tibet, from a lot from England, you know. I'm talking to people from everywhere. And a lot of people on Facebook are doing that. If we can do it on Facebook, what is going on here? Honestly, it looks like the only people that have a problem are all the governments that seem to want to control every little thing that's going on in life. I mean, to be personally honest, to look at the bigger picture, I mean, to sit here and think about it, I'm like, this don't make no sense. We're all getting along here on YouTube, except for the US blocking us on a lot of things. Yeah. other than that, we're all sharing everything we would like to be in unison about, or have similar beliefs about, or similar structural type things about, you know. I mean, look at the the Black Lives Matter thing. That went all the way to other countries and uproared, and that started here. It uproared in other countries. Look at the unity in that. Look at the collaboration in that, even though it did cause a lot of chaos still, and there were deaths, and, you know, all lives matter. But, I mean, still, go to the root point of all that. That was a bunch of people collaborating into union outside of countries, too. So that was possible. Worldwide union is totally possible. Like, that is not an impossibility. That just showed us that, oh shit, this is starting to happen. Yeah. Oh, I love Palo Santo. What? That's what I'm doing right now. Because I want to, yeah, it's kind of cleansing, but I need some sweetgrass. But same time, oh my. I really only need a little bit, but I love this stuff. I love the way it smells too. So amazing. Okay. There we go. Just put that right there. Oh, burn. All right. So, how many minutes we at? 42? All right. We are protecting. There's an energy of protecting the mystery in something. There's a nurturing in building, and subdue in nurture. Okay. Nourish. Subdue and nourish. Adventure. There's a balance and an adventure coming forward. Attracting this adventure as well. All right. Someone's also walking towards this adventure, and to sustain a sacred connection. To sustain a sacred connection. Oh wow! Someone's doing trusting rituals, love rituals, art of love in rituals, because you have the ritual card here in surrendering and trust, and that's clarifying the Queen of Passage, which seems like to me it's like the Queen of Owls here, transition into this perseverance and some sort of this feels like a union ritual of like the souls, like coming into a sacred union ritual and preserving this. I mean, see, the mirror aspect in marriage is very heightened in this. Imperial, soothe, wow, and leadership. Goodness. What's clarifying the leadership is imperial. So that's really, that I feel the energy of really stepping into your courage and the direction that you're really wanting. Yeah, really not being scattered about it. which is why I feel this turned upside down. Courage and clarity. Oh, enhance. There's some sort of energy of enhanced connection with an adversary, but having strength. Having strength and knowing, feeling and seeing and understanding the cycles and the Fibonacci energy and structure in karmic energy, in a way of like basically what goes around comes around type of energy. Even if you don't see it right away, of like good things, even some things, if it's bad energy, it's not because you gave out bad energy. It's because you're going through bad energy to obtain the a blessing, understanding, and wisdom, the wealth inside. Okay, you're obtaining the wealth inside for those trials. Some things are not because you gave out bad energy, okay? Some of these things is you went through this bad energy to gain the wealth inside, okay? To earn the wealth and wisdom that was wanted in the heart, okay? And this art of love in that, okay? Having this forgiveness in maybe some horrible situations you were in, and wondering, well, I didn't do anything nearly as bad to be able to be freaking getting this. Well, true, but there's some sort of hardship and wisdom you wanted out of that, and that's one of the hardest things that I was using to help me get through the heartbreak of my oldest son. I will always say that he is my son. I don't care what the society papers freaking say. That is my son. And there's nothing that's going to change that. His blood's my blood's his blood, my soul's his soul, his soul's my soul. We are always connected. And there's clarity and courage in all of this. Even if somehow paperwork late and I have to kind of suffer basically for years to come, for about 5, maybe 10 years to come. But on the other side of that, there's going to be something more, even if it's me just meeting him as an adult. But I still got to experience motherhood, childhood type of things with other children, which is why I feel I had other children. Or another child, actually. And also I feel it's because he saved my life through a lot of what I went through. I don't feel that I would have survived, to be personally honest, if it wasn't for my youngest and me thinking about him and feeling in my heart that he's going to need me one day. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him, I tell you what. I mean, I was pretty broken. So, wow. There's this energy of caution and strength. So you're doing very well with having your caution and your strength, with your clarity and your courage and how you're going to move forward, okay? Because I feel you're going to keep it as sacred as possible, which is why you're in this imperial, smooth, flowing through type of energy and taking it, okay? You're taking it, so some of you, I feel you're taking it so far up the butt. You're going to, in the future, when you understand why, because I'm not being told why. When you understand why you allowed yourself to take it up the butt so hard, and I'm not talking physically, I'm talking emotionally and metaphorically, what life can do to you. Really shove it so far up your butt, you're wondering how you even still have a brain to function. I mean, that's how hard it gets shoved up your butt. I mean, this is real life. You have no choice but to sit there and think, I'm going to get some hello wealth in my heart over this. And you end up in emperor energy, imperial emperor energy, and say, within yourself, actually, because this helps yourself. This is your confidence with yourself. You don't have to say this with the other person that's shoving a stick so far up your butt, you're freaking jalapeno on a stick. I tell you what. Okay. Oh, yeah. Jalapeno on a stick. I'm so Southern. Anyway, so you're going to be so happy with that wealth. You're going to look at yourself. I mean, you'll probably randomly be walking somewhere, start laughing. I have. I've been sitting there watching birds one time, just start busting out laughing. Like I'm laughing with the universe. What the universe just told me clicked in my head, you know? And it's good to do that. Don't think you're crazy. I have felt literally like that bag lady walking down the street, talking out loud. You know, I've done that. Oh, I went and done that, yelled it out loud and everything, walking up down Blanding, just ranting and raving. I'm like, I know I sound like a bag lady, but I tell you what, I got something to say to you, universe. You know? It's funny. And that's where you literally create the most peace inside of yourself. I promise you. If you allow that some sort of freedom inside of yourself and not give two craps who's hearing you, you're doing it for yourself. Blanding is a busy road, y'all. I don't know if you ever went through Orange Park. Blanding is a busy road. And I was yelling my head off walking down Blanding. I mean, and you know how many times they stopped and how many cars probably heard me, you know? And probably some people thinking, hey, look, it's a bag lady. She'll have back soon. And then I've actually given so much respect to some people that feel as if they've totally lost their mind, and they'll freely, they live on the streets and everything, freely talk out loud. I've seen them in restaurants doing it. I've admired them for being able to do that. Even if they're talking to random voices in their head, what if those are their ancestors and we're calling them crazy and they're closer to what we're looking for, you know, and we're calling them crazy and laughing at them. You know, I'm sure there's quite a few people out there that's even gone through maybe certain similar scenarios they've watched someone else go through, literally looked at them and called them stupid, and then have been in that same flop of a situation and was like, wow, no, I was the stupid one. That was a gift. They have a gift. Wow, I was a stupid one. I didn't see that. But at the same time, you were never stupid. Don't be hard on yourself like that. That's called being hard on yourself, you know? So I've always been like, wow, I'm happy I learned that lesson. I'm happy I see that now. Because I sure don't want to rep that, be that, give that anymore. And that's how easy it is. Just be, act, and do what you want to represent. Some things where you have addictive ties to, it can be hard to let go. I feel that's where it's also why that excuses came in, the forgiveness card came in, sustaining the strength and the caution of all of this forgiveness and understanding the caution in a lot of this understanding as well. And having the courage and your clarity, taking the imperial smooth steps with yourself and your mind perspective and the way you talk with yourself in your own mind, and talk about other people in your mind. Because the way you talk about other people in your mind, best bet that's being or will be or is going to be or has been mirrored to you and shown you how harsh it is. And how it's only a double-edged sword. It cuts you just as much as you're cutting them. And the only reason why I say that with so much certainty is because that's exactly what happened to me and how I feel at the same time. And not everyone goes through those same type of understandings and lessons, but as when we go into the root of it, instead of going too much into the specific details of everything, it is the same. And so when we go to the root of things and to heal those things, the details are more important for yourself than it is the connecting relays. The connecting relays are important because it's the mirroring aspect for those individuals to connectively relay within their heightened self and what they would like to keep practicing and doing, which is why we go through certain cycles and practicing. Practice makes perfect, or to be shown something and maybe something that we do or have had the possibility to fall into and come to a resolution with the self in awareness of the representation one is bringing out, one is giving off, one is standing in. And I feel this is why that's that wise men are quiet type of thing, wise men don't talk type of thing, because they realize certain things that they say or may portray or this, that, and other can give them a bad image, and being quiet and allowing others to come to them is better because they can lay the whole picture out than to give a little specific something. But sometimes definitely, which is why I feel words of wisdom type of thing is out there, because that's giving that seed and not laying out the full picture and allowing it to be watered by someone else or themselves that is going to grow that picture. Dang, when I don't do readings for for a few days, boy, am I stocked with some messages, huh? All right, so what else? There's this courage and clarity. There's this ritual. There's this, I think it's also a celebration. There's going to be an invitation of some sort relating to a celebration. Foxglove. Connection. All right. Adaptation. I feel like there's going to be a change. Someone's going to be moving or something like that. Someone's going to be maybe shifting goals or something. Someone's going to, there's adaptation here. There's going to be a huge change in something, okay? So collective. Let's get out, because I want to put this here. Strength and caution. Sustain, sacred, nourishing, building, protection, nurturing the building of protection within certain mysteries relating to an adventure and adventure and an attraction of some sort. Preserving, possibly some sort of celebration. Okay, so who else was? I was cleaning up the cards. Ghost pipe. Oh, someone's spiritual trick team really wants them to know they have your back. They're right there with you. They're helping you through this. They have things being played out behind the scenes, so you don't have to worry too much or feel as if you're not putting enough into something. Oh, yeah. Some sort of personal reverse is possibly very sure to happen, or the personal reverse has happened and you are being protected through this. And then there's a large amount of money or a costly gift being nurtured, built, helping one to build. Relating to homes, plans, and love affairs denotes a pleasant surprise. It's a pleasant surprise For or associated with a light blonde lady. Influence or association with a medium dark man over 40. Nurturing. Adventure, attraction. Let's see. Disappointments relating to a light blonde man under 40. Recreating oneself. Oh, wow. Someone who is, if you're in, there's this sacred, the sacred protection that's influenced or associated with a medium light lady and the marriage card. And sustain energy of forgiveness here. Light complected man over 40 with a medium light man over 40. There's two people here. Sustain barriers or letting go of these two people. What about this preserve ritual thing? Ooh. Influence or associated ritual preserve. News of a death or serious illness. So this could be a death of the situation, or someone is getting news of a death with a dark lady. It could be like they're not dark, or for some of you it's their skin's dark, or that they're just, their nature is very dark. The nature of them, their personality is very dark. Setbacks, difficulties. Dang, there's a lot of setbacks going on. Been going on. And then there were areas, maybe half of them had setbacks. The other, okay, so this may be the second half that are going through setbacks. In the first half are done with their setbacks. Shoot. You can only know. I mean, yeah, literally, you can only know which half you would be in. Either you're going through the setbacks, you've been going through the setbacks, and they are working itself out, okay? And these setbacks have been going for a while, and I've seen this in the energies, but it looks like here there are maybe there's energies of going through these difficulties and setbacks, getting through these to end some sort of situation, but having clarity and courage and being able to move forward. Yes, wish comes true. Denotes of trouble, gossip, slander, and drastic action to a gift. Medium dark man under 40. You will receive something or meet someone unexpectedly, and denotes of love. So someone is going to see someone out of the blue, and it is your wish come true. Yeah, it definitely is. What the heck did you do? Hello?
Hi, this is Sydney with Insurance Guide on the recorded line. Can you hear me
And then after, there's some sort of unexpected inheritance or receipt of money and some more disappointments relating to a dark man over 40. Dark man over 40 pertains to a home. Okay, yeah. Connection, adversary, and enhance. Influence are associated with a medium dark lady. So it looks like there's freaking 3 people in play in this. No, 3 females and like 3 or 4 males in play on this. This is crazy. No, 4 females. There's 4 females and 4 males in play in this whole thing. Holy cow. Is there anything else I should get for the collective adaptation? Adapting. Oh yeah. We'll get some sacred bidding cards. Alright. What message do we have for our dear collective here? Okay, we got New Hope, Illumination. Illumination, oh, okay, maybe of a specific direction. One's wanting to be able to go step into their like imperialship, emperorship, and their leadership towards their clarity and having the courage to go towards that clarity, freedom. Yeah, you got freedom. Go to be able to make more moves towards this. Some of you, I feel, if you've been in this energy for a while and it's like, I'm working on it, then it's more moves. Okay. Especially with some certain energies of disappointments, it's just more moves towards this freedom. You already released other ties. Now you're just releasing, maybe some other ties that are more deeply emotional, ties to memories. I feel certain memories, conclusions, and some of these memories. Oh wow, we're at 106. Okay, so we have 8 and 29. Okay, so Illumination, New Hope. You enter this world with a birth cry announcing your arrival. Then you spend the rest of your life with questions in search of answers. Where did I come from? Where am I going? Every sunrise illuminates where you have been, where you are, and the infinite possibilities before you. The earth is throbbing like a drum. A baby is born. Joy is born. Liquid melodies linger over the still waters of a pond, echoing the faint voices of women and the Great Mother in unison. Little one, you are blessed in beauty and light. May you be a newborn in many seasons of your life. Visit this deep blue pond often. It represents your emotions. What do you see? Can you name the emotion that pains you? Dive deeply into this phantom reflection and soothe your spirit. Your light is there, just on the other side of the shadow. Speak of it. Freedom. Brother to Hawk. Possessions are many and varied. This is how we define ourselves. Even those unattached to worldly possessions possess knowledge, attaching to ideas, experience, and name. Does a man with a feather possess the imbued spirit of the bird, or does the bird now hold the man captive with the man's desire to obtain knowledge? In truth, they are both possessed by the whole, the spiritual and the rainbow containing all of life. The me dissolves into relationship. To be, to exist, is to be related. The true self is one of infinity. You ask, why was I born? And your life becomes a search for treasures. But the greatest freedom comes from with the search for truth and the true self. To find true fulfillment and beauty, understand your attachments, own them and accept them. Be proud of your accomplishments, then release them. Freedom comes when your belongings no longer own you. All right, number 8, Dove. This 8 is like projecting itself everywhere. You would not believe how many 8s are like at the bus stop when I go to wait for my son. It's like the streets, and then the house I was staring at equaled 8, and I was just like, this is just too weird. This stop is just like so weird. It's right there at the park too. And it's so weird. It's just like putting it all together. I think there was like almost 6 8s that I found. one time waiting for my son at the bus stop. I was like, let's see how many 8s there are here. Okay. I am dove, the piece of alignment. I am feminine. I am sensitive to my surroundings. I am the nourishment of the earth and the gentleness of her instincts. I am the calm after the storm. I am hope and harvest. I am the embellishment of harmony and the sacrifice necessary to nurture what has been created. You are at peace now and brimming with compassion. You are in love with life. I am the enjoyment of family connection. I am the safety of a united community. This is not the time to fly solo, but rather to seek out kindred spirits. I am the gathering of like minds. I am the coven. I am the serenity of kin. I am group mind and structure. Merge your energies with others and watch what unfolds. There is great power in collaboration. There is profound wisdom within the whole. You are engaging life. You are embracing peace. You are aligning with others. You are dove. And then Robin. Oh, that was on page 13. 8 is on page 13. That is so cool. Okay, 29. Which is on page 34. 4, 5. Yeah, that's definitely 7. I am Robin, the song of renewal. I am resurgence and eternity. I am the promise that life will keep spinning. I am ancient, bringing forth the spring from the deep chill of winter. You are expecting me as I reassure you that the ice is thawing. Your own winter must have its spring. It is time to align and know which season you're in. It is time to rejuvenate, time to awaken. The hibernation of your talents and dreams have no place in my medicine. I am cleansing like the rain. I am flowing. I am flowing forward like the river. I am your wake-up call at sunrise. Keep your world going no matter how thick the ice has formed. Something needs tending. You are the caretaker of your own soul. You are your own change. Renew yourself and rejoice. You are new beginnings. You are invigorating. You are upward growth. And you are Robin. Oh, that's so pretty. So beautiful. Wow. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you've been returning, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. And sharing, you never know who else that'll see this and I might be able to help them as well. I am Oracle Unicorn, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.